Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 10 times products slide straight to our faces. So have you ever bought something and the picture on the box looks way better than what's actually inside? I'm sure we've all had a situation similar to that. Well, if you thought your experience was bad, then check out these people's. Some are hilarious, some will make you kind of sad, but you'll definitely be shocked. First off, we have Great View. So when it comes to hotels, they can either be really nice or really not nice. Well, a few years back, one man paid for a pretty nice hotel room. One of the main things that made him choose the room he chose was that it said it had a giant window with a spectacular view. So he got to the hotel, and when he first got to the hotel and opened the door, he was pretty impressed. I mean, it seemed like there was a massive window with a great view, just like the description said. But then he opened the window and he was less than impressed. As you can see, the window is actually tiny and the curtains are just massive. Now, of course, in the photos on their website, they made it look like it was just one big window. But in reality, you're not going to be seeing much out of that window at all. I just can't believe this hotel completely scammed the guy and lied about the room. I mean, you have to give them props for creativity, but still. What would you do if you were this guy? Would you refuse to pay, complain, or worst of all, leave a bad Yelp review? Next up is Holy. So when it comes to bang for your buck on products, shampoo is usually pretty good. It doesn't cost all that much and it lasts forever, especially if you don't take showers like me. But one woman in Russia discovered something very odd about her shampoo. The packaging felt kind of strange, so she ripped it off. And then she discovered she'd just been scammed big time. As you can clearly see, the shampoo bottle has a secret hole inside. This pretty much means they don't have to fill half of it up. This would literally be the same as buying a cake, cutting into it, and then it's hollow inside. I cannot believe this company is getting away with this.
You can't keep getting away with it!
And even if they sell it for super cheap, it's still so scammy to do this. I don't know, there must be some kind of law these guys are breaking, who knows. But guys, have you ever been scammed this bad? I don't think I ever have. Next up is Scam Slime. So who doesn't love slime? In fact, on my second channel I make it quite a bit. Well, one dad got very mad after buying some slime for his daughter. He bought it and it came in this orange pod. But then when he took the top off, he realized it was hollow inside. That's right, the guys who packaged this just put it around the sides and not in the middle. And worst of all, when he squashed it all down, this is how much he actually got. Yeah, as you can see, it's less than half. Now I know slime is supposed to be satisfying, but nothing is satisfying about getting scammed. And according to the guy who posted this online, the slime wasn't cheap. And the worst bit about this is, they're literally selling it to kids. That's more of a scam than some YouTubers' merches are. Next up is broccoli. So this one is coming from Russia again. It seems that Russia loves scamming people in supermarkets, not just on shampoo but on vegetables as well. One guy bought a mixed bag of vegetables which included carrots, cauliflower and broccoli. When they opened it up, it looked terrible, but that's not the point, that is how it's supposed to look. No, the thing that annoyed this guy was that there was one piece of broccoli. It literally says one of the main things in the bag is broccoli, but there's only one piece. Now you may think this is an error, but many other people have reported this same brand doing this. And the reason why is because broccoli out of all of the vegetables in the bag is the most expensive. So I guess to cut costs, these guys skimped out on the broccoli. I mean, I know kids don't even like eating broccoli, so maybe this scam is good for kids. But still, you expect to get what you pay for, but I guess not in some Russian supermarkets. Next up is mermaid. Okay, I'm not talking about actually buying a mermaid here, but guys, if you ever see an ad to buy a mermaid, then that is probably a scam. And if it's not, let me know, I want one. Anyway, you know those mermaid snuggies which were a craze a while back? Well, one woman decided to buy one online and the picture looked like this. But when it arrived, she'd realized she made the #1 mistake, buying something online. This is what was delivered as a mermaid blanket for her. That looks like some kind of dead prawn blanket or something. I'm sure we've all seen those online shopping fails, and I think this is definitely one of them. I would never use this blanket as it just creeps me out. What do you guys think? Next up is milkshake. So this is a crazy one because it affects us all. We all know that when we go out to eat, sometimes we like to take things away with us. Well, one guy ordered a milkshake in a restaurant and didn't take a single sip. But he didn't want to waste it, so he asked for a to-go cup and put it all in there. But when he did, he was completely shocked. That is because he finally got to see how much milkshake he was actually getting. If you thought you were drinking your milkshake really fast in a restaurant, then you weren't. Milkshake glasses seem to be the biggest scam ever because that is how much milkshake comes out of a milkshake glass. And guys, he hadn't drank in a single sip. This was completely full before he put it in the to-go cup. And guys, this is no mistake. They make these cups like this on purpose to make it look like you're getting more bang for your buck. But really guys, you're getting scammed. So next time you go to a restaurant, ask for any drink in a to-go cup. and then just drink the to-go cup in the restaurant. It may seem a little crazy, but at least you're not getting scammed. And the insane thing is, that milkshake was $5. Yeah, just imagine paying $5 for that. Next up is Spider-Man. So this is yet another scam that affects kids. Wow, I'm feeling really bad for these kids. First scam by slime, then a massive college debt, and now Spider-Man 2. So one kid bought a Spider-Man grow figure. In case you don't know, grow figures are things you put in water and then they expand. But they're supposed to keep their paint and shape. However, this Spider-Man obviously didn't. As you can see, it looks like some kind of deformed mess. This looks like what would happen if Spider-Man fell in the same acid the Hulk fell in. I don't know if Spider-Man got trapped in a hydraulic press or what, but this is seriously creepy. Just look at his weird squashed up face and massive fat body. Oh, sorry Spider-Man, I didn't mean to body shame you. But really, Marvel is a multi-billion-dollar company, so you'd have thought they could have done a bit better than that. Just think about how much you'd be scarred for life if you had this toy as a kid. And not only would you be scarred for life, your innocence would be ruined as you would know all about scams. Next up is emoji. Who doesn't love emojis? Okay, maybe since the Emoji Movie, not so much. But emojis are still a massive thing and people buy toys of them, pillows of them, and all kinds of different merchandise involving emojis. Well, in Spain, they sell lollipops in the shape of an emoji. As you can see on the packaging, there's a smiling emoji, and that's not exactly a hard design to remake, so you'd assume the inside would be the same. Well, then you clearly don't realize how much of a scam world we're living in today. The guy pulled it out, and this was the result. Now, I don't know if this emoji is deformed, or maybe somebody shot their face with a shotgun, or what, but something is definitely wrong here. And is it just me, or does its eyes and mouth look like the poop emoji? But all jokes aside, it can't be that hard to remake this design. I mean, the smiley face is the easiest thing to do, but it just goes to show that some companies will lie straight to your face. Next up is bowling ball. Now this one is pretty crazy because bowling balls are pretty expensive. So one guy bought a bowling ball for a few $100s. He was using it for a while and it was all okay until one day he dropped it and it cracked. That's right, the ball cracked open, but that is not all. As if a cracking bowling ball wasn't bad enough, it was filled with a load of junk. Literally, the guy who made this just put a load of random stuff from his garage into the bowling ball. There was an 8-ball, a bunch of pool balls, and then some concrete. This is pretty ridiculous and obviously a massive scam. But these junk scrapyard bowling balls are more common than you think. So guys, the moral of the story is always get your bowling balls from an actual bowling shop, and not just some creepy guy hanging out behind a liquor store. Next up is shoe freshener. Now you may be thinking, shoe freshener, is that even a real thing? Can't you just use a regular air freshener on your shoes? Well, the answer is you can, and that's probably what you're doing. One person was using some shoe deodorizer spray when they decided to take the label off. However, when they took the label off, they made a shocking revelation. As you can see, the company literally put their label over a deodorant for women. Some people say this is by the same company and they had some leftover stock of the deodorant. So they printed some new labels out and marketed it as a new product. Apparently this is more common than we would expect, but it is still a massive scam, especially as I'm assuming the shoe spray cost a lot more than the simple deodorant. What's the worst you guys have ever been scammed, if ever? Leave a comment letting me know. And guys, be sure to check out the poll in the top right corner to vote for the biggest scam on this list. And guys, if you want to learn how to make some 100% non-scam slime, then check out my second channel. There'll be a link to that on screen in a minute, so be sure to click it and check it out. But as always guys, thanks for watching. Check out some more videos on screen right now. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.